Amazon and Visa seem to have fallen out, in the UK at least. The e-commerce giant says it will stop accepting credit cards issued in the country by Visa. It says the fees charged by the firm are too high. The change will come into effect from January 19th. Merchants have long disputed fees with card issuers. Back in 2019, a unit of US retailer Kroger stopped taking Visa credit cards over the issue. In the UK, Amazon customers will still be able to use MasterCard and American Express, as well as Visa debit cards. There was no immediate comment from Visa on the news. Cathay Pacific says it can see better times ahead. On Wednesday, the Hong Kong-based airline said it expected the second half of the year to be significantly better. It's being boosted by exceptional demand for air cargo. That almost put the airline back to cash break-even for the 4 months from July to October. Air freight operators worldwide have been lifted by strong retail demand from consumers and logjams at seaports. Passenger traffic remains weak though. Cathay says demand for student travel, which had been robust, has now tapered off again. In October it was still operating at just 10% of its pre-crisis capacity. Australia's reopening to international travel is one bright spot, however. The airline says it is steadily ramping up its flights to the country as bookings recover. Even so, it expects its annual loss for 2021 to be substantial.
Manchester United's revenues rose in the first quarter due to fans returning to their Old Trafford stadium. That's according to the English soccer club Wednesday. Fans have filled out Old Trafford this season since restrictions were lifted. The US-owned team's total revenue rose 16% to about $170 million. United said the revenue offset a rise in salaries driven by the return of iconic player Cristiano Ronaldo. The club reported an overall loss of just over $20 million for the 3 months to the end of September. That's better than a year before, when they lost around double that total. Matchday revenues jumped to around $25 million. United's off-pitch success has not been met with similar form on the pitch so far this year. The club has lost 4 of its first 11 matches and lies 6th in the league. United also went on a recruitment drive for players this summer. French defender Raphael Varane and English winger Jadon Sancho arrived alongside Ronaldo in multi-million-dollar deals.
Earnings season continued Wednesday for some of the biggest names in U.S. retail. U.S. store traffic at Target surged an eye-popping 13% during the third quarter, and that led to higher sales as Target held the line on store prices during a time when inflation has been soaring. It also continues to benefit from its investment in shopping options like quick home delivery and drive-through pickup. Target got an early start to the holiday shopping season by launching promotional deals and boosting inventories to make sure it has the products consumers are looking for as the industry grapples with shipping logjams and supply shortages. The strategy is paying off. Total sales, which includes both online and in-store, jumped more than expected to $25.6 billion. Target has been a far better investment this year compared to its larger rival Walmart. Shares of Target are up about 50% year to date, while Walmart shares are little changed. Lowe's, the number 2 home improvement chain, also released third quarter results. A housing boom is boosting demand for tools and building materials, especially among big spending professional contractors who are rushing to complete jobs put off during the height of the health crisis. Sales and earnings topped forecasts, and Lowe's boosted its full-year sales outlook. Shares of Lowe's are up about 52% so far this year.
Wall Street got another batch of strong earnings from big retailers Wednesday, but unlike Tuesday, the markets went south on inflation fears and supply chain concerns. Investors worry that further increases in prices could hurt economic growth and push the Federal Reserve to raise interest rates sooner than expected. The Dow retreated more than 200 points. The S&P 500 fell 0.25%, and the Nasdaq lost 0.33%. Dragging on the Dow, Visa. Amazon said it would stop accepting Visa credit cards that are issued in the UK, citing high transaction fees. Early holiday shopping by Americans significantly boosted quarterly sales at Target, pushing the retailer to raise its annual forecasts. But shares fell because of supply chain issues that dogged rival Walmart also hurt Target and dented its margins. Lowe's shares went the other way. Higher demand from builders and contractors led the home improvement chain to hike its full-year outlook for sales.